Good morning, Art Beauty Equilibrium podcast family. You know where we at, coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. Let's get into it. Today we have special guests, Ashley Lee and Garry Clare, talking about beauty, sports, and the entertainment industry. Let's get right into it.
How was the hurricane?
Man, Los Angeles hurricane. This weekend, it was unexpected. Nobody knew what to do. We so spoiled in Cali. Everybody talked about us. The weather was rainy and windy, but it was still on the light side, right?
It wasn't even windy. It wasn't even windy.
A little bit.
Look, we had more rain. What was it, earlier this year? Yeah. It was way worse. But, look, I'm very grateful and very blessed. That it was the catastrophe.
I'm glad it didn't live up to, what it was expected to.
Correct. Because I didn't need no more extra happening. Because, boy, it was, yeah.
I bought a generator just in case.
Prepared.
Hey, that's smart. Yeah. That's smart.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, so you didn't do.
I didn't do that.
You was like, whatever happens, happens.
Costco?
No, I did not.
No paper towel.
I was not running to no store. I was not.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I kept it simple.
My boy called me. He said, "Man, it's a madhouse here in Costco. They took all the paper towel and toilet paper." I was like, "All right, I'm gonna go to Target."
As a matter of fact, it was so humid and warm.
Yeah.
I had made mostly all the windows open. I was, tempted to turn on the AC earlier than I did because I turned it on eventually because it just got so sticky. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting a little pinch of how it is other places or whatever. But, for the most part, I really enjoyed the rain. I love the rain anyway. So just seeing it and seeing, everything get clean and smell fresh afterwards, it really was it was a good chill day.
Were you worried at all, anybody, at any point?
I was worried.
What?
You was worried? Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, considering what you told us earlier,
I'm from New Orleans, so Hurricane Katrina is kind of all right, let's go to the store, let's get prepared. If they tell us to evacuate. I was not like you. I went to the store.
Right.
I had my crackers.
She got her paper towel and toilet paper.
Right.
See that?
Right.
I was ready.
That is serious. Hurricane Katrina.
That's very serious. Yeah. Shout out to just going through that and being here today to have a testimony about it. You know what I mean? So that's one thing exactly. And I do want to say too that the one thing I was worried about, y'all, I was not worried about the wind, the little wind that I experienced or the rain. But what about the earthquake? The side. I wasn't ready for that.
I didn't even feel it.
I didn't feel it.
Really?
I didn't
felt
feel
it.
Oh man.
I felt it because I went outside because it was still warm when it was raining, and I was working on my laptop, just enjoying the rain and had a cool breeze, and I had on my headphones, and then I was start to wave back and forth, and I said, now I'm worried because it's just too much going on. Yeah. You need a timeout. It was just too much going on. I said, all right.
Yeah.
But Damon,
to be honest, out of anything that was going on, I was like, we might have a earthquake. I was feeling that part.
Oh, you felt that?
Yeah.
I might be tapped in.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And
out of everything, we haven't had a good earthquake in a minute. I said we might.
But you didn't get no toilet paper.
Nah. We was already stacked up anyway, so it was.
Oh, well, that's okay. Well, there it is. Then he was like, we good. We good. All right.
Yeah. I just felt I did see a lot of people panic shopping, and that's what always happens when anytime the news and the media, somebody in the chat room, Mimi just said that she felt like it was sensationalized, and they got me, because I'd rather be prepared, than not be. So I might buy, you might catch me buying a few more items than I normally would, but hey, if it happens, then and you have what you need, it makes it all worth it. So I don't have too much buyer's remorse or anything. It's like sometimes you need this stuff, and when our power does go out, because power outages happen all the time, at least I have a generator. Hey, remember? True story. We had to run this whole shop off a generator before.
Exactly.
Actually, it's happened 3 times.
We had a fire down there. No, remember they cut all the power off.
Yeah.
We ran the whole shop off a generator. We had lights, clippers,
been through it 3 times.
Stove. Yes.
We've been through it 3 times because twice at the other barbershop.
Oh yeah.
And then once here.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But once it came to the here, it was like clockwork. We already was like, all right, let's go. No, we wasn't even worried about it.
We had so much going on in here. Edison almost forgot to come restore our power. He said, "I drove by.
Y'all was good."
I said, "This can't be the right place." So yeah, shout out to the generators.
Exactly. As we said before earlier, we do have today 2
very,
very special artists who are serious about their craft.
Serious.
Miss Ashley, Mr. Garry. Artist from the LA area right here, the barber, he's a barber right around the corner from us. But Miss Ashley, she's from New Orleans, but she's a Los Angeles native for now because she's been here for
11 years.
Exactly, 11 years.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You LA now.
Exactly. So she's here working and thriving in LA, and that's one thing. When you're working and thriving in the city of Los Angeles, that speaks volumes about you, your craft, your work. Mr. Garry, he has a podcast. He also is a CEO, entrepreneur, barber, hairstylist, okay? And also, not to mention, Miss Ashley, she's a creative director, and she has her own brand, right?
Yeah.
So
Let's give it up.
Exactly.
Yes.
Nice, and on top of that, I'm wearing one of Gary's hats.
I'm like, whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
I'm wearing one of.
I love it.
One of Gary hats. I love my hats. I want to check. I would take it all the way off, but I'm hiding my face.
Exactly.
I can't see my face. No.
Exactly.
We'll talk about that another day.
And we talked about last week, if you guys missed it, the Hollywood Makeover Experience. It's this coming Friday, okay, from 5 a.m. to 5 a.m. In support of
24
the
hours.
strike, inflation, everything that's going on with everything that has stopped in Hollywood, the most talented artists in LA will be demonstrating their craft, working nonstop from 5 a.m. to 5 a.m. right down the street on 4310 Crenshaw Boulevard.
Beyond the Combs Academy.
Exactly. So step in there, go get your hair done, support artists, makeup artists, wardrobe artists, barbers, stylists, braiders. You can win with this event, you guys. You know what I mean? Like, these are the most talented people creatively. Let's get into it. What is some of the things that was like a pivotal moment when you decided to go into this industry? Anyone, if you guys can answer that for us, please.
Always ladies first, so I'm a gentleman.
Yeah. A pivotal moment. Maybe when I saw like my first billboard and just saw my work. Nice. Out there and like everyone's enjoying it and just the thought of like, wow, like I did that,
Exactly.
So that's exciting because I like love it. Like I love to make people feel extra, like you're already beautiful. So just like enhancing what's inside of you.
Enhancements.
Yeah.
So
that's what
I love it.
Nice.
Love it. Okay.
I mean, I feel the same way. I mean, honestly, coming from like 2 different fields as fashion, I make clothes, but I didn't get a chance to really as much see what it looked like or how they would go out and feel when they put on my items. But as far as when I started cutting and I got a chance to deliver the cuts that they wanted and then turn them into the mirror and then see their face light up and feel happy and enjoy, like, I feel like, they was ready to conquer whatever they was going through at that moment. So, that's what I feel.
Got that immediate feedback.
Yeah. Feedback, yeah.
Yeah, I get you. And question for you: were you already doing hair before you came to? I mean, not hair, makeup before you came to.
I do hair sometimes. That I've always done makeup my whole life,
Okay.
just because I grew up like dancing and doing gymnastics. but I started making it like a career in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So yeah, I
Very
moved
nice.
to LA to go to FITM. So I also have a similar background.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I just realized on set, like, I liked makeup more because it was more like painting and like a canvas.
Ah, I get that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get that.
Nice. Nice.
Very
And
nice.
in this event, I heard about a timer. How much time do you have to finish the looks?
30.
I know.
30 minutes?
It's like a 30-minute timer. But we
They
can
not
do
playing.
teamwork. You know, that's how it is on set, actually.
Yeah.
So if we need to do hair and makeup at the same time.
So
or,
you might be fading somebody in the back. You're getting the.
That's how it is.
It's gonna be like an
And
assembly
is it
line.
wardrobe too? Are they doing wardrobe looks
Yes.
as well?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow, so you get a whole complete makeover
And a photo shoot.
and photos.
From
Hey.
5 a.m. to 5 a.m.
Exactly.
Hey, that's a full day.
Yeah.
Hey, they gonna have coffee, right?
They're pretty much gonna have a lot of stuff.
They're gonna need
I know.
something stronger than coffee.
I know that's gonna be amazing though.
They're gonna need some Red Bull. Give you some
I do want to
wings.
say that working on set and then working in the shop, it does enhance your career, because just like George, when he's on set and then he comes back, and then for the people who work on set, you know that you're on the clock all the time. Every second, every minute matters, and also cooperation matters. You know what I mean? So that to me is something that you can take along with you. You can use it behind the chair. You can use it in every experience that you have, because you know that the time is precious. You know what I mean? If you want to produce pristine looks that will be on camera, looks that you'll see forever sometimes. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're going to put your best foot forward and make sure for sure that you put your best out there as an artist. And we're all artists here. You know what I mean? So
Right.
even when we do our customers and they're walking out, we're with them in some of the most pivotal moments in their life. You know, we're the stylist for the wedding. We're the stylist for the engagement. We're the
Right.
stylist for
I was gonna bring that up earlier. You're absolutely
exactly
right.
for the best
No matter
moments
what.
of their lives.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So think about that. You know.
True.
Yeah.
True.
And all three of you will be there too as well.
Yes.
So all three of you will be
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
And we will be doing bridal trials and makeup. So
Oh, that's
you're a
nice.
bride and you want to come.
Hey,
Come on.
this is your chance to
Get out
to
there.
get services from the best of the best. You know, the best we have to offer out
I
here.
don't know if Drake concert is still going on, but I know Beyonce concert is
about to
coming up. So you want to get them looks in.
Oh, absolutely,
From
absolutely.
5 a.m. to 5 a.m. Yeah, and that's the perfect day. Friday, you can go out Friday. Or if you get it, you're one of the last customers on Saturday morning, you'll be ready for Saturday.
Like, that reminds me, we could take it back to a pivotal moment in my career. I did Ashley, Beyonce's like head dancer twice.
Oh,
When Beyonce commented and
nice.
said like pretty, I was like, ah.
Right.
That was a moment, huh?
That's nice.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay. Rip me out the plastic.
What about you? Did you have a moment where you that light bulb went off, where you said, I made the right choice?
I still feel
I'm
like
in my
that every
lane.
day I walk into the shop.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. Every day
That's
I go
good.
in there and somebody sits in my chair, and then just having that mutual conversation and talk about their life, and maybe I have something to share that makes a difference for them. So I'm truly enjoying this industry.
Yeah, I kind of can bank off what you're saying, because for a while, I'm not going to front. Like, I was trying to get out the industry for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, it was just supposed to be a stepping stone to get to something else, because I was trying to get into real estate, try to be a firefighter. So this is just something to get me to the next level, right? And every time I try to get in something, something would always pull me back to barbering.
Yeah.
And I was very I was very insecure about this profession, like, especially when I was younger, like dating and stuff, girls would be like, you a barber? Like, what else you doing? I'm like, what else am I supposed to do? Right. And I thought I wasn't making enough money and everything. And, like, I had two good friends of mine. One, he came in here, I cut his hair, he's like, like, you are, a pivotal part to everyone's lives. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And just like how Shima was saying, weddings, dates, all kind of stuff. So when he broke it down to me like that, I was like, oh, okay.
Gotta change your perspective.
Yeah. And then my other homeboy, he was like, said, bro, like, you making some money. Like, don't think, like, some cats out here who got degrees, you making more money than them. So I was like, okay. It changed my perspective.
It's crazy that you said that, because I feel like we on that same wavelength. I did the corporate world, I did the entrepreneur with my clothing brand, but I always had two people, like two girls that I was dating, but one is my wife now. But at the particular time, another female said the same thing to me. She was like, "You ever thought about getting in the hair industry? I got friends, I could connect you and all this other stuff." But at that time, I was really like tuned in into my clothes, and I was like, no, I don't see myself doing anything else. This is what I want to do. I'm a work, grind, and get where I need to be in this industry. And then later on, the lady, my wife now, she was like, same thing, came to me. It was like, you ever thought about hairstyling? I got a friend that's in the industry. She does set work and all this stuff. And I'm like, God is talking to me.
Yeah.
That part.
Okay, I said this to you a couple years ago. You wasn't hearing me, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is where I'm placing you. I'm trying to knock on your door again.
Yeah, I'm trying to make you learn something.
Yeah. Exactly. And I will say this, that leads me into our next question which is, how do you draw inspiration from reality? And you just said that. And I want you guys to talk about it a little bit more, because in our daily lives, in our careers, like, what do you do to keep yourself inspired and to turn it into reality, where this is something that you say, when it clicks and you say, I'm going to go to this event, I'm going to insert myself in these places? Because for me, I feel like I've been licensed and working in the industry and doing all kind of things, print work, editorial, you name it, Emmys, NAACP awards. But to me, I feel like there's a constant voice in my head, in my craft, where I go to classes. Some of us, this is our 6 degrees of separation. You know what I mean? We've been working around each other, each other, this small town, but big town of Los Angeles or whatever, right? Yeah. And something brought us to this moment, because just like we all need, if you don't work on your craft, if you don't take those classes, like the classes at Beyond the Combs Academy, if you don't participate in events, if you don't keep on doing, we've been to how many classes together? You know what I mean?
A lot.
We believe in constant education, okay?
Right.
Constant education and constant work. And if we didn't do that, we wouldn't be around right now. Like G, 20 plus years. Jason, 20 plus years. Myself, 20 plus years. You know what I mean? So I just feel like this is something that is a testament to reality, because for a lot of people, and I've heard it, and, some family members, some people, friends, it's like, when you gonna get a real job sometimes? You know what I mean? Or when you gonna, you know what I mean?
Man, sidebar, do you know my dad? I want to fly out to Atlanta and strangle my dad. This dude was like, hey, you can, be you can work for the post office. I'm like, Negro. Dude. Yeah. I've been doing this for 20-something years. You think I want to go to the post office? Obviously, I'm doing something right. Better leave me alone, homie.
At the same conversation.
And no disrespect to the postal workers, but, that's work. This is fun. Yeah. And that's the main thing. This right here is fun. Sure enough, it can become work sometimes. Yeah.
Yes.
But it's nothing, man. Look, I just had shingles and I was out of work for, a week or so. But I couldn't wait to get back to work, to come hang out with G and Shima. And, it's like, I love being here. Mm-hmm. I love being here more than I do at home. Like, it's fun. Me and G talking mess, watching TV, and cutting hair. It feel like, like we had a clubhouse,
Facts.
getting paid for it, so.
And it's an art. Not everyone can do it. And, there's many different barbers, but there's something different about you and you and you that, makes the edge. That's what I love about it.
Yes. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
If you're listening, please take the time to not only like, but make sure you're subscribed. Please like, share, subscribe. We have a very, very, very monumental moment in our podcast. This weekend, we hit 1 million views. So shout out to us. Exactly.
And shout out to Lynden too. Lynden is normally here with us. He's taking care of some business. So shout out to Lynden.
Yeah, shout out to Lynden.
Million views. Yes.
Congrats.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
man.
And also I have a question too, because this is along the same topic. What is it that motivates you to go deeper into your craft? Like I know this is an industry where a lot of people will look at it, and because they don't know, they might speculate on is it strong income? Can you make a career out of this? I think recently they even just stopped offering financial aid. Yeah, they stopped offering financial aid for to be a barber and to do hair. So because they said it's a low return. Yeah. But you know, all of us from being in this industry, you get out what you put in, right? So what motivates you to constantly educate, to network, to keep going to the next level? Because it's not just money at this point. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's something else. So what can you speak to that a little bit?
I can say I just finished a master course literally like 2 weeks ago during the strike. Congrats. So I'm not even making as much as I would be making, and I paid $1,500 for it. So it's definitely not like the money. It's just like improving myself to help others, to help my clients, to always stay up to trend and knowing, and
right.
Like it's just like the love of it, the art.
That's it.
But that's gonna pay off too. You're gonna get your money back.
Yeah, because I was like, woo.
Yeah.
Like,
you had those moments like, should I be doing this?
Right. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Is this the
I know
proper...
I had to go back to school, and G kept on telling me like, Jay, like I need you to go back to get your Cosmo license. G, how many times you told me this? It was like every day for about like 4-5 months. Like, Jason, I need you to go back and get your Cosmo license. And I finally did. Well, I take the test, so, but you and I, but I was just like, damn, like it's a lot of pressure, but all right. G telling me this for a reason, so let's do it, So yeah, but it's like you said, it's gonna pay off.
It'll be worth it.
Yeah, it's gonna pay off. Yeah,
I mean, I always had a passion for like just going as far as I can with anything that I do. Try to find books, stories on people, stuff like that. So when I came in this industry, it was nothing different. I just wanted to make sure that I can take in as much as I could, learn from people that have been in the industry for a long time and study behind them, and take every piece that I can from somebody, but still be myself, but kind of add it into what I'm trying to do. So yeah.
Forever students. That's what we always say. We are forever students, because there's always a technique, and I like this industry too, because have you noticed like regionally there's different things, like I'm sure down south.
The trends.
The trends
That's
are different,
the class I went to was like a course for different trends, and like one of the specialties were for weddings, and it was more like ethnic, like African, Persian, Indian. Okay. Like in the U.S. we're more traditional, like natural makeup. But in India and Africa, if you see, they are colors. Yeah. They are wearing jewels glued to their head, like 50-pound. Accessories. It's not traditional, so you have to keep up,
right,
and care and learn, so.
Yeah, and that's good to know, just to have that in your bag, to be able to say, you know what, I already know that I'm familiar with the culture that you might do a wedding that is in a different area, different region, a different culture, and if you already are familiar with those different trends and styles, that can help. I can definitely help. And even with customers on a day-to-day basis, I learned early in my career that when somebody asks you for one thing and they're from another area, it might not mean what it means here. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like they have a different word for even something as simple as a taper, a taper fade. Yeah. You go somewhere else, that might be called a temp fade, or a burst fade, or whatever it is, a drop fade, a ball fade. It's only a few hairstyles, but you learn a different lingo, and somebody can say, hey, I want a mid, drop, fade. And you're like, if you don't stay up to date on even the terms, even the language we use in the industry, you'll fall behind. So I think it's, if you stay a forever student, you can kind of make sure that you always are aware of what's going on and the new trends. So it's always, I love it. That's something I'm always on YouTube. I'm always looking, and we all come and share with each other too. That's what I like too. Like when I find out something new, I come and I say, "Hey Jay, I just found this out. Like try this."
I love it.
Exactly. Exactly.
We all baking off each other.
Because there's so many different ways to do things. Like when it comes to even like retwisting locks, putting on. I even had a few examples on set where some of the makeup artists, they would come to me and say, "Hey, here's how you can get this wig to lay down like real smooth," and and they'll show me like techniques.
Teamwork.
Yeah,
iron sharpens iron. That's dope.
Yeah, that's the whole part. Like even with the makeup for the weddings, it's like the jewels on the head touch the hair, so we have to be in this together. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
exactly.
We got this
in unison. And I do want to say that sometimes increasing your network and taking that class, it helps increase your net worth. You know what I mean? Because now that's something that you're skilled in. That's something that you increase your value. Now you're like a high value makeup artist because you have that to add as your expertise. You know what I mean? Just like you said before, when you're taking these classes and you're doing these things that are like a difference in you, and it may be a challenge for us sometimes. You know what I mean? But what's the outcome going to be? What are we going to see on the other side of that? And so that's what I like to personally think about. I know sometimes the investment, especially the initial investment, like you said, I mean, people are striking right now. Like, it is like at a standstill in this industry,
Yeah.
But I feel like this is the perfect time for you to come out creatively and thrive and then take it on the other side and say, you know what, this is what I dedicated myself to doing. This is what is going to help me increase, because it's not going to be closed forever,
Right.
We're just waiting and willing. We're waiting in the wings, for it to come on, y'all. Let's sign those contracts. Let's get this thing back going, because this is a business. This is an industry that's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and everybody cannot wait to basically get their foot in. That's why we like some of the shows that we like. That's why some of the period movies that we watch, we're so like enthralled with it, because this is something that we love. We love hair and makeup. We love fashion, because it's all intermingled. So that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, I feel like we have the time now with the strike. That's like a positive thing to look at it, like having a little bit more time to do.
Definitely.
So it was like financially, I was like, but then I was like, well, you have the time to do it.
Right,
Right.
Exactly.
No, that's a good way to look at it. And you notice too, the more knowledge you have, the more things that you've mastered. Even when you get into motion picture and television work, you tend to make more money because they'll keep you around longer. You'll work on more projects. The more things you can do, the more valuable you are. So, I've seen that so many times where if you're a one-trick pony, so to speak, you can work, but you'll be more limited as to how they can use you and to what projects you can be used on. So it's always good for not only to just expand your own mind, but in terms of like networking and being available for a job. If I can ask you to do a fade and put a wig on and do some makeup,
I got my clippers on,
and you put the lashes on, it's like, all right, I
can do it.
Yeah, I got you.
Exactly.
Yeah, that'll be
very true.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We got a few more seconds. Let's shout out to Sha'Carri Richardson. She has won the 100-meter final in 10.6.
Fastest woman in the world.
Yes, 10.65 seconds.
Wow.
That is amazing.
You know what's amazing about her? She doesn't start that fast.
She will not.
Everybody passed her, like not everybody, but she was in the back of the pack.
But you saying
and
it
then
the same way.
And then she just the way she turns on those jets at the end. Woo!
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, yo, shit, that's a bad woman.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's funny because after she won, she only went to the black reporters. It was like she told everybody else, no, thank you. It went only to the black reporters and talked to them. So, Yeah, man. Shout out to Sha'Carri, man.
Yeah, you did that.
In the world.
In the world. Hey, that's a cold title. Fastest woman in the world.
Exactly.
That's how you bounce back.
Yeah. All right, man. It's 9:00. I guess we'll say this next question for next time. Bride refuses to say obey her husband during wedding vows.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next week.
Exactly. Thank you for joining us. We'll see
remember,
you Friday, hopefully at the Hollywood Makeover Experience.
Hollywood Makeover
From 5
Experience.
a.m. to 5 a.m. Friday.
Yeah.
And it ends 5 a.m. on Saturday.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Beyond the Combs Academy, right? Get the address one more time.
4310 Crenshaw Boulevard, right down the street. So we'll hope to see you there.
Thank you, Miss Ashley.
This is your
Gary.
chance. For some of y'all, this is your one chance to get that Hollywood makeover. All right.
Okay? Lights, camera, action. Let's
you might not get this chance
Lights,
again.
camera, action.
All right. We'll see y'all next week.
Yes. All right.
We can turn the ground. Kick it up.